Morning everyone. We're out in the garage again on a nice freezing cold morning. We're going to be doing a little more work on the XMR. I received these nice looking aluminum end caps from arrowatv.com if you want to look them up. They come with the little bolts, 8mm head, washer, lock washer. Pretty solid. We're going to give them a try. These plastic factory ones, every time you hit something the screw busts out, and almost lost one of them, but they're both the mounts are broken on the screws anyways. So we're going to try these, give them a try this summer. We're going to bash them and bang them. As you know, if you watch any of my videos, I do a lot of bashing and banging. So we'll give them a good workout, see how well they held up. You can paint these if you want. I'm going to leave them this color, just plain aluminum for now. Eventually I'll put a coat of paint on them. I'm not sure what color I want them yet. Something fancy, something to stand out. So we'll put them on just the way they are and run them like that for now. You get the two of these and the instructions. For the two, you can get for 4 bumpers. I don't have the rear bumper, so I don't need the rear corners on this one. If I were to get the rear bumper, then I'd get another 2, but yeah. So we're going to switch them out. Oh, the easiest way to take this front bumper off, you got 2 bolts up here, you got 1, 2 there. So 6 bolts and the whole bumper pulls off. It's a lot easier than trying to get in. You can't barely even get the screws anyways. All right, we're going to get started here. I need 2 different kinds of screwdrivers because I replaced the screws, like I said. 8mm socket head. We got Torx T40s on top, and we got 13mm nuts. 13mm nut, that looks like carriage bolts down there. All right, I've already thrown the 13mm socket aside. We're going to go with the ratchet, 13 ratchet, because it's a lot easier to get in there. And we're going to put this done the right way. And these are on pretty tight. I don't like these swivel heads. Gonna have to get a set of the fixed heads. These things just move on you and fall off, and not really good. Well, you know, everything seems so easy when you first look at it, eh? A couple bolts, blah, blah, blah. Well, this one jumped out of the Torx head. It's really hard to hold in place, and for some reason these nuts get really stiff right at the end. You got to really yank on them to feel like they're going to snap off. And that one is kind of stripped and really hard to hold, but they do go. And I'm not sure why the nuts, they must put some kind of coating on the end of the bolt or something. Looks like there might be some yellow Loctite on the end of that bolt. Yeah, there's a bit of yellow in there, so some kind of Can-Am Loctite. Very hard to get off, but they do come off. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get this one off now that the Torx is kind of messed up, but we'll figure something out. Alright, hopefully you can see a little bit in here, but ratchet and carriage bolt, and these ones come off a lot easier than the other ones. I've got 2 messed up heads. These front ones, they're really hard to hold that stupid wrench on, so Not sure what I'm going to do with those. There's a nut. And carriage bolt. If I can get it out of there. Oh, carriage bolt nut. Those were a lot easier than those other ones. Not sure why those other ones are so hard. All right, so as you can see, I've given up on the bolt. Yeah, this goes to show you that even Torx heads can strip out. They got that yellow Loctite on there and it's so damn hard to get off. So drilling these two front bolts out, that one and that one, and I'll just order new bolts. Like that. It's just a 5/16 drill bit and just holding on to the bolt with the vice grips. So get nice and hot. Bolt comes out. See, that's only as far as I could get it. You can see the yellow on there. Top plate comes out, bottom one is welded to there. And that's the bumper. All right, so I'm removing these plastic ones. I had to put a 2-inch screw in because those break and they just rip right out. And if yours haven't broken and you have the little screw, it's just a short little screw. It's a Torx head, it's a T20. So throw those aside and we're putting the new ones on. Looks like I might have to ream out one of the holes just a little bit bigger, just to line them up. All right, it even says right on the instructions that due to the variances in the welded bumpers, slight modification may need to be made. Lower hole to be enlarged for the product to line up. So that's no big deal. One drill bit size larger than the hole. I'm going to go with a 1/4 inch and see if that does it. There's no backing on these, so I guess if you really wanted to, you could put the old backing on if you painted these black, but not going to bother. See how they look like this. There's your little bolt, 8mm head, lock washer. Use a squealer. All right. See if this thing's will line up now. Might need one size bigger, or I'll just ream the hole a little bit more. Alright, that seemed to have done the trick. Now the big thing with the old ones is when you hit something, you can see, I don't know if you can see, it curves over, threads pop out, it breaks, so then it becomes useless. So we'll see how these stand up to hits. Got the little cross piece here against here, and these are going to be fairly tight on the bars. So we'll see how this holds up. Don't want to over tighten these because it's just aluminum. Okay, so that's one on. Okay, got some blue Loctite on these bottom ones. Drop them in and hopefully get them in the holes. Maybe. That one's in. That seems to be the best way to put those in. Okay. Got some nuts. Okay, those are on. All right. Well, the end caps are installed. They look pretty decent like that. Now we can go out and test them out, run them into some things. Once again, that's arrowatv.com if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, guys.